we go. Hey.
Said it's been. Oh, before I forget, we can get the tail spines converted into some magical ammunition. But it mentioned it had been hunting us for about 10 days when it approached. Seems
Which would mean that
odd.
it would have picked us up somewhere around Ralos. That is odd. Why would why would a thing like this hunt us for 10 days?
It is an
Maybe someone sensed it after us?
Probably.
I don't know who could control that thing.
I mean, if it can talk, you might be able to pay it or something. Doesn't seem out of the question, does it?
What could that want?
Food?
Dragons want money.
Money for better food? I don't know.
Does it really matter now?
No.
Thorin, separate the wings. I could dry them out. We could use them to patch the sails if we need them.
An idea. I will cut both wings off with my hand axes.
I'll change my blade to more of a hunting knife, and I'll try to remove the tail spines.
I'll leave you to
Sorry, I forgot how to talk there for a second. Artenis, make an another Arcana check for me to remove the tail spines. And Thorin,
Back to old ways.
You're not a delicate guy. It's not very delicate, but you certainly chop off the wings.
Yeah, I was just gonna cut it off at the stock and the bone.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Clint,
you
are
are
we
able.
streaming right now?
Yep.
You are able to collect 15 tail spines, Artenis.
Sweet.
We always fall back on our old ways.
So you think with enough time, ingredients, and the right setting, you could enchant these to be arrows of monstrosity slaying.
Nice.
So just to be sure, basically we were just
for an even bigger kick, or sorry, real quick, or for an even bigger kick, you can enchant them to be specifically arrows of manticore slaying, and they're much more potent against, but they work against much less targets because it's more specific. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Flint.
I'm just trying to make sure. So basically all that's happened was we were on the sea for 11 days, then a manticore fought us, and that's where we're at this point.
10 days.
10 days.
Pretty much, that's it.
Okay. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. You guys set sail. The crew that came with the ship when they found out where you were going, all abandoned ship and just jumped off the ship and swam back to the docks. So you haven't been able to use the oars. You've just been using sail. But you guys are about a day out from the island. And this morning, when you guys just woke up, you were coming out, starting to get the ship unanchored, and this manticore coming with the rising sun at its back, using it for cover, came swooping in. And you were the first one to spot it, and were the last one to put an arrow into its forehead.
Okay, got it.
And that's literally all that's happened, pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are able to do all that. You collect those tail spines. You remove the wings. While doing so, you do find what looks like almost it has like a collar.
Called it. Somebody sent it.
Is there a kind of like stone in the collar that connects to a ring?
No, there's not.
Does it say
there's no
fluffy on it?
It does not say fluffy. It is just a collar. That appears to be made of leather, probably brass or bronze, like buckle to it. And there is a little, like little brass or bronze, like little tag that doesn't have any words or anything on it. It's just a symbol.
Does the symbol look familiar?
Does
Make
it
a
look
religion check.
imperial? Oh, look. Okay, religion.
Ooh, that's gonna be a negative. Tell you that much.
Ooh.
His religion.
Can I get in on this action?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yeesh, 14.
I rolled an 8.
A 14. You recognize it as the symbol of Hades.
The gods don't even like us.
I didn't even need to roll that.
Hades. Interesting.
Wait, are you saying we just killed Hades' pet?
Well, we killed someone wearing his symbol, at least.
Fuck.
He did try to kill us first, so I think we're fine.
What if Hades was the one that sent it after us, though?
You really think Hades is sending his creatures after us himself?
Yes, we're that important. At least I am.
No.
No. No.
Are we done
We're
with the
not.
corpse?
Do we need anything more? I
I
mean, the
wouldn't
head would
take.
make
I wouldn't take any meat, so I'm.
the head would make a nice mount.
That would be gross.
That
And
would be
I'm-
very good.
Hmm.
I object to this.
Out of curiosity, with the collar or anything like that, anything else associated with that seem like imperial at all? Like the
Make an
fabric or-
investigation check.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, natural 18s, that's a 19.
Ooh, 19.
Mm-hmm.
There is, when you take the collar off and you look at on the inside part of the band, there is a like you kind of lift up one of the flaps of leather near where the buckle is, and burned into the leather there you can see like a tradesman's symbol that definitely gives off the air of being imperial.
Probably less Hades specifically. More. I'm gonna guess that asshole from last time. Or someone associated with him.
That seems right.
The weirdo in the red robes.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, we just make all kinds of friends, don't we?
Apparently.
I'm gonna push it overboard now, real quick. I'm not sure if anybody wants anything else from it.
Well, I don't need anything.
Do we cut it into pieces so that the fish can eat it better?
No, I got the trolling net. I'll just spread it out another few feet and I'll catch it.
The sharks will get it.
I'm gonna take that
Sounds good.
the symbol though. If she can.
You're gonna take what?
The actual like the symbol piece, the piece of metal.
the Hades symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question
totally.
out of character? Is Hades associated with the Empire in any way?
Make a history check.
Hey. 18.
18. You were using guidance or?
I probably not, but I mean, it only gets me to a 19, so
You're actively thinking about it.
sure, then
You
we'll
could
take
have.
that
I'm just saying.
19.
You remember from school, growing up a long, long time ago, in basic training when you were learning about the enemy, the patron gods of Calcaria are Zeus and Hera.
Ocaria.
So not one of their patron deities. Okay.
Well, going once, going twice.
I just give 1 second.
All right, hurry up.
Can you start raising the anchor, Lauren?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll go do that. And he will go to raise anchor.
I just look back at Mel and I just go, gotta do nothing to put this one to rest, right?
Don't think there's any.
It's got a human face. That's why I'm asking.
That's true. What do I know about fucking manticores for that type of shit?
It's gonna be a lot of gold pieces to pay the ferryman to get this sucker across the river.
Make a nature or arcana check, Mel.
This is all out of character, but like.
Mm-hmm. It's the same. 15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
They're not super smart. They're capable of speech. They are ancient monstrosities from the time of the Titans.
Okay. So it's just like it's not really part of any tradition to like.
No, they're
like they don't have souls that he'd want in the sense of.
I mean, but yeah, I mean they're sentient, but they're they're on the lower like they're not on the sentience level of the sentient peoples of Aegion, but they are capable of speech and are much more animalistic, closer to like slightly more intelligent and vicious and evil apes.
So it'd be like doing some kind of ritual for like a pet that's slightly more intelligent than a normal pet. Kind of.
Yeah. They're often used by powerful individuals and beings as like guard dogs or like attack things, or like it's not unheard of for like very powerful like kings or leaders to have them tamed and be used to for nefarious purposes, and they're vicious creatures. Like they exist to like eat and kill and eat some more, and
Okay, I'm gonna guess that there isn't really like the same sort of set of things that need done for that. Yeah, so
no,
I'm just gonna shake her head and then.
That's more for humanoids.
Yeah.
Just checking, trying to be amicable.
But you guys pitch it, over the side after you take what you want from it. It splashes into the sea and kind of begins to sink beneath the waves.
Yeah, I do not catch it in the net behind the boat, the trolling net behind the boat, because I don't want any of that meat mixing in with the good fish that we catch.
Just suddenly more sharks from the tritons just coming around. Oh.
Ha! I have arrived again to save. Oh, it appears that you've done it. Away with me!
Make a perception or an investigation check, Donald.
Sure. I will guidance this because I am actively hunting. Nope.
As far as you can tell, it definitely left marks in the side of the ship, but nothing that's leaking, as far as you can tell.
Right.
I'm gonna take time to ritually cast detect magic just to get a sense if something is trying to watch us, given that it sent this thing after us on a 10-day chase.
Okay. You cast detect magic. The collar doesn't appear to be magical in any way. And you don't detect any divinatory magics in and around the ship at the moment.
Okay. We should be on the watch out. Whatever sent that after us is going to be expecting it to come back with tale of a success. And when it doesn't, it'll probably send more after us.
Well, I'm glad to be a disappointment then. Donald.
Hmm?
Do you mind holding the wheel for a bit?
Donald will grin and
If you run us aground, I will murder you.
he will grin and give a nod and go take the wheel.
Donald, take the wheel.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. I was trying to do a nice thing. I will take it back.
I didn't say
I'm
anything.
just kidding. Yeah. So you take the wheel. Do you guys head out for your last day of travel to the island?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Artanis real quick and bring him below deck.
Okay.
Captain?
Don't do that. Let me see the wound.
Sure. The bandages and
It's
whatnot.
also mostly healed at this point, yeah?
Yeah, with the cure wounds, he was only missing 7 hit points, and you got 11 back, so it looks fine.
All right.
Is that normal?
I mean, it's still a little bruised, but yeah.
He goes into these fits. He just everything's a nail, and he's got the only hammer. So I'd best avoid being that close to. Unless you plan on being able to take a hit, then feel free. But I just kind of knowingly kind of just point to the scar over my right eye and just going, unless you take the hit.
You motherfucking asshole.
So, is that something that just happens in battle, or should I be cautious at other times?
Whenever he gets into a scuff, I would say. He's, for all intents and purposes, normal otherwise.
And is there a way to get him out of that mode?
Fuck no. He's it's battle blood frenzy like wolves. They just attack and attack and attack and attack, and that's all he does. Just try. Keep your distance.
Well, I appreciate the advice.
Now I know the... Oh, and also stops herself. I know Donald healed you. If you need any additional, I can help.
I definitely appreciate that. I'm about as good as I'm gonna be, other than maybe taking a nap at some point. But should the need arise, I may call upon your aid.
All right. If you want, and I pull out a needle and thread and some pine tar and, and like a little bit of flint and steel, I can leave a really cool scar for you.
No. I think
I can make it's straight, but if I sew it here and here, I can make it like this nice lightning bolt shape.
Ooh, now that's interesting. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I go full Baracus and I sew a lightning bolt scar into Ardennis's like shoulder and chest.
All right, you guys set sail for your final day of travel.
After I kick Donald off the fucking the rungs. All right, you oversized fairy, move.
Any fairy
and as the sun begins to go down and disappear into the west, the western horizon, you see whoever's keeping an eye out for these things sees land on the horizon, but before that, they see the storm surrounding it.
Well, there's our storm.
No surprise.
I cast Ravina out into the storm. Just keep an eye for rocks. Lead the way. Yeah.
You guys are coming up, approaching from down here. Where would you like to make berth? Or where would you like to make land, I should say?
About to make a joke, but you changed it, so.
Does it make birth?
Did I use the wrong term? But anyway.
I mean, I wanted to land here, and now we don't have a crew, so we can't really watch the fucking boat.
You can talk out of character. You don't have to speak.
I feel like it makes the most sense for us to land near one of the ruins.
I do agree with you, but like I said, we can't watch the boat. So at least being in that alcove.
What if we went right here, Fike?
Oh, that is another good spot.
I mean, the other thing is, it sounds like there are monsters on here, but it also sounds like they're not exactly going to steal our boat. They're probably just going to kill us.
I'm worried about the boat sinking and us being fucked.
So this right here is right next to a ruin and open area. Over here, it's a forest, and John's thinking is forest. There's got to be monsters there. So I don't think that'd be a very safe place to put our boat, because something's gonna happen to our boat. Like, it's not gonna get stolen.
Ruins are
it's
probably
gonna get
also bad.
Well, I think. Yeah,
but the ruins are also where we're most likely to find the stuff we're here looking for, right?
Right, but either way, I think no matter where we go, safest places are the alcove because it protects it from the elements. But either place, it's going to be possibly attacked by a monster.
The Western Ruins are closer
Well,
to Calcaria.
So I agree with the alcove idea, except that that also means that if we are going to head to ruins, that we're many days walk
Away
away
from
from the
our.
boat.
So yeah, I think we should do it to the ruins because it's only like a day or two away, rather than a week.
Each of those squares on foot, depending on the terrain that you're on and what if you have someone with you who has favored terrain on that terrain. But to walk through the grasslands around here in the middle, walking speed is like 3 hours per square.
Oh, 3 hours. I thought you'd said 3 days.
3 hours.
That's that was the sea
Sorry.
tiles.
Nice.
That's the sea tiles. That's the sea hexes. This is a much
Oh.
smaller zoomed in map.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well,
I mean, I'll jump ship.
On grassland. I mean, if you're walking across, if you're walking across through the mountains, you triple that. If you're going through the forest, you double it. If you don't have a ranger that has that as favored terrain.
Why don't we just swing around, look for somewhere sheltered, just near the ruins?
I mean, we can even go to where this little island is.
We're gonna want to we definitely want to be less than 3 hours from our boat. I mean, I'll jump ship with John, and I'll say that this alcove would probably be the best thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Mel did make the very good point that is the closest side to Calcaria.
Which doesn't mean horse shit.
Okay.
We're gonna go fuck up the Empire right now, or we're level 3. Relax.
No, the worry is more that if they're patrolling, they'll probably be patrolling and watching that side.
true.
So we shouldn't be on that side.
There's a little alcove like right here. We could go for.
Like there's a little alcove right there, and this is a pretty like zoomed out thing. We may just be able to find like a nice sheltered cove where we can leave this somewhere on the side of the island.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
That's closer to that set of ruins.
Mm-hmm.
North ruins or south ruins? I'm just driving the boat. I don't even care anymore. I just want to make land.
North.
We take the northern pass.
All right. You sail up around the eastern side of the island. As you begin to enter, as the closer you get to the island, the storm is very localized. It doesn't go very far off the shore, only several hundred yards off the shore of the island. But as you get closer and begin to sail up around the coast, in the storm, I am going to need water vehicles check from the pilot, whomever that might be. You can assist. Yes.
I will assist and put guidance on whomsoever is doing the thing.
I believe it also is dry.
Would there have been a long rest between Manticore fight and now, or are we still kind of?
No, there would have been a short rest. You would have gotten a short rest, but not a long rest.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna switch my thing up to. It's investigation.
22.
You hear a little voice in your ear also. You hear a little voice in your ear that says, "Hey, listen."
Fuck.
We'll be doing that. We'll be doing it the entire campaign. So buckle up, Buttercups.
Not unless I kill Dom.
22. Yeah, 22. With deft experience and the steady hand of a seasoned sailor and pilot, you steer the ship around the coast, avoiding any shallows and rocks, and are able to find a soft, sandy beach right in the heart of that little cove there, that you could land your longship right up and pull it right up onto the beach.
All right, great. I run the ship aground. I send Thorin out with a bunch of ropes.
Yeah, you run it right up into the sand. This is what long ships were designed to do. You run it right up onto the sandy beach. Thorin, you hop off, make a strength check as you start pulling it up onto the beach.
Strength check, strength check.
Dave, thank you for advantage because I rolled a 1 on the
Oh.
first dice.
That would be an 18, my friend. 18.
18. Like a boss. You like one of those strongmen with the rope that like pulls a bus or like a locomotive or something. You just start yanking this, like the landing in that movie Troy with the ships. It just comes up into the sand, and you pull it right up out onto the beach. Bury the anchor a little bit further up onto the beach, and you're pretty sure that this thing ain't going nowhere unless you want it to. It is. The sun hasn't fully gone down yet, but it is pitch black out. The cloud cover is absolute. Every once in a while, there's a flash of lightning, which lights up the surrounding around you. The rain is pouring down, and it's been stinging you as you've come towards the coast and made landing. It is just absolute deluge, pouring buckets. The clouds
Excuse
above
me,
you
what was that word?
are
Deluge.
a deluge.
What is
Deluge, yes.
Heavy rain.
Buckets. It's pouring buckets. Heavy rain.
Got it.
It's like someone flying overhead, just dumping out full mop buckets of water. There's a strong wind. If you're more than like 10 feet away from each other, you'd have to yell to be able to hear one another. The environment is it is dark and stormy.
And it's almost night.
And it's almost night.
What?
I look at Donald and I also go, now you've run a ship aground, and now you're officially a dwarven raider. Congratulations.
Never ever say anything like that to me ever again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you couldn't hear me over the rain. Now you've run a ship aground, and you're also an honorary dwarven raider.
I didn't run anything aground.
What'd you say?
You're the one that ran us aground.
What?
Noisy.
What?
Just gonna hop off and take a look around.
Thorin will look at Val and be like, "Hey, what name is he taking for the raider name?"
I haven't asked him yet.
Hey, Donald, what
You guys are
name
just
are you
yelling back
taking?
and forth. Mel, you can make a perception check as you're kind of scanning the perimeter with disadvantage because of the conditions.
Okay. Okay. 12.
By the way, Thorin, you got a piety point for that slaughter from earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, and Annis, you also got a piety point for your addition to the blade.
Nice.
So what? I'm sorry. What did you get, Mel?
12.
12. You're really only able to see halfway decent when there's a flash of lightning, and it's not giving you enough light to give you a better idea of what's around you more than like 30 feet away. Like even seeing 30 feet away is a struggle with high winds and the rain, like stinging to your eyes, kind of having to hold your hand up to protect your face and pull your hood down
Mm.
and around. It's yeah, and you can't hear shit because of the wind.
All right, I'm just gonna give a frustrated huff at that and steps back and just kind of shakes her head as people are yelling back and forth at each other about stupid shit.
Hey, out of character question. Like, does Thorin know he gave you that scar?
Oh no, that's a lie. I got the scar in a bar fight.
Oh. Way to make me feel like an asshole for a couple minutes.
I mean, I should have changed it after you said, "Oh yeah, you had to go back for that treasure. I had to kill 6 guys to save you," but I didn't. I stayed true to it.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess.
Some ruins.
Artie, I thought you said you needed a nap.
We all need a nap.
Says you. I fucking got all my spells. I got all my hit points. I'm fucking toasty.
I'll be fine.
Late enough, we might want to just crash for the night and head out in the morning. It's probably not a good idea to be wandering around out here in the dark.
Not opposed to that idea. The elf said something smart today.
And somebody had to counteract all the stupid that you and him have been spreading.
Don't talk back.
All right, I guess we're resting.
Guess we're
So you
camping
guys
out
are
on the
marching. So what? So I'm sorry, you guys kind of cut out for me for a second there. What's the plan?
Are y'all done having a weird polyamorous love quarrel already?
Wait, what is a polyamorous?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was that?
Guess the answer is yes. Gonna keep. So where to?
Oh.
I think we should rest at least till we have the sun.
I don't think we're gonna have the sun here.
Or whatever sun we're going to have here.
Should we stay in the boat rather than make camp?
It's probably safer here than it would be setting up tents on the shore.
In the long ships, you don't really have a below deck.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. It's a long ship.
We have tarps or whatever. We can tarp it up.
Yeah. We could just
make.
We can makeshift something. Yeah, we can makeshift something.
You can makeshift something. I'm just letting you know. In a long ship, you don't really, they have their benefits. They're lots faster and more maneuverable and can run aground and traverse rivers and stuff, but they don't really have a below deck.
I forgot. I think of long ships differently, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Val, let's get these tarps up so we have somewhere dry to stay on the boat.
Yeah. So we just basically just break apart our
you guys
our tents.
are
Make a fort.
very proficient at this. In a matter of like 5 minutes, you have the tarps set up on the deck of the ship to help protect you from the elements.
Yeah, we make a fort just like we're kids. Pillow fort with tarp. We make a tarp fort.
It's quieter, but there's still that constant noise of the rain beating against the canvas.
It's my favorite instrument.
Oddly enough, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
In a strange sort of way.
The rain often is.
Oh, sorry.
What was the giggle about?
She said, "I am summoned."
That's the BRB. I am summoned.
Understandable.
Like a spell, summon.
I summon Flint.
She cast summon wife. You guys, it's up to you. You can talk in character or out of character about how you would like to proceed.
All right, let's start out of character.
Rest till morning, hop out the boat, and go explore some ruins.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that. I just want to make sure that everyone's 100% got all their spells prepared that they might need, or
that's what I'm doing right now.
Hang on, let me make sure. Let me make sure I have mine prepared.
Genesis detect magic, right?
Kick.
I have it. I don't typically prepare it.
Well, you're a wizard. You can ritual cast without preparing it.
Exactly.
So I have to prepare things to ritual cast them. So I'm just figuring out what I
do you want to cast any? Do you want to cast any divinatory or preparatory spells before you go to sleep tonight?
You know what? I have
either Arcanus or Dommel.
I have 4 spell slots left. I will spend all of them on good berries. I will make 40 hit points worth of good berries.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a lot.
What are you carrying them in?
I assume I have some sort of pouch or sack.
Why would you assume that?
Well, because I have 4 different equipment packs that I bought, and they all came with backpacks. So I definitely have some sort of backpack.
But the backpack holds all the equipment all the equipment from those packs, right?
Uh-huh. Does it not have enough room for 40 little berries?
They might get smushed.
How big is a good berry? How big is a good berry? I just want
the
to know.
size of a regular, size of like a regular berry.
Size of like
a blueberry.
A regular berry does not exist. There's a strawberry.
Like a big old blackberry.
Okay.
Like a big old blackberry.
All right. I thought
like a big old blackberry.
I'll stuff them in the pockets of my robes.
Did your wife cast Summon Wife?
Yes. She's very good at it. Ninth level.
The powerful spell.
Ninth level.
Very powerful.
That is a powerful spell. Holy shit.
Yeah, very powerful.
I heard it was even. I even heard that it was left the 10th level of circle spells. Just saying.
We are discussing either in character or out of character. What's next? How you guys would like to proceed?
Okay.
They're right now kind of thinking about if they want to pick. Donald just created a bunch of good berries for tomorrow.
And
no,
I can good to see you.
What pouch he's putting it in?
Yeah, I'm just busting his balls a little bit.
They're all going in the pockets of my robes.
Yeah. You can only eat a handful of berries in one go, so you can only do 5 you can only eat 5 berries at a time.
That's fair.
But you definitely have a stomach kick afterwards, right? We don't have any halflings in the party.
Potentially.
I'll have you know, I can fit 10 berries in my mouth.
I understand that is fine, but
don't play Chubby Bunny with the good berries.
It's basically D&D lemon spread that the one berry could fill the belly of a full-grown man for a day.
I'm not saying you're not going to have to make some Constitution saves to not throw it up. I'm just saying. But anyway, so you guys are taking a long rest on the ship under the tarps, and that's it, or
the elves are preparing stuff.
Okay. What's up, elves?
At least take the first watch and shit.
Thorn would like to prepare the spells Punch, Kick, and Rage.
Cool.
Okay.
Muscle Wizard.
They are prepared. Pass fist.
So I'll have Locate Object and Pass Without Trace and Enhance Ability, but I only have 2 second level spell slots. So I might not be super helpful for combat tomorrow because I'm going to spec out for mostly utility stuff to help find them.
I'll have Fog Cloud in case we need a little extra cover.
Sure.
I don't think the Disguise Self is going to be all that useful tomorrow.
No, probably not. animals, entangle, cure wounds. What do I want as my last spell?
Ooh,
Hydrate,
I know
thank
what,
you.
I have something. I will spend an hour with my spirit egg animal.
Yeah.
And I will turn Ravina into Ravina, who is Ravina, but now a polar bear.
I'm sorry, what?
Big ass
And now I get
polar
to make
bear.
bear.
Are you
I
Korra?
get to
Are
make
you
bear noises.
are you the
in middle of
Avatar?
tent, you just go, you know, I love you very much, but you need to change now. I need you stronger. I don't want anything to happen to you. And if something does happen to you, I don't want you to I don't want you to disappear on me. Right? I don't want you fading away. And then after about an hour of also just comes in back into the tent, and behind her lumbering is this big white polar bear.
Are you
Dude, I
fucking Korra?
envisioned-
Are you the Avatar?
100%. What I envisioned was the bird was kind of just sitting there on your hand while we're all in the tarp, and then you just changed it into the bear right there, and we all get smushed and squished, and we're all like,
Oh no, I've seen this new
"Fucking
anime.
no!"
There's a new anime called To Your Eternity or something like that. That's that. That's what just happened. Very anime pro tech. I like it.
All right. Well, I've got spells, but in character, I guess. Do we have any idea of what we want to do once we're in the ruins?
Not die.
See if we can find
That'd be
clues.
important.
I guess we're looking for these magic thingies, this eyes and this tome and
Belt.
yeah,
Yeah,
belt.
Belt.
any indication of places where these things might have been stored or taken to?
Right. Just to be clear, we got a staff, a belt, a talon of some kind, a set of Eyes of the Phantom, and a book, the Codex Dryablus.
Seagull
right.
squeak. It's great. Oh god.
I mean, we didn't really get any direction of where they might be, other than the fact they are on this island, correct? Unless someone heard something I didn't.
Not really.
Well, I think it's just going to be trial and error until we find one.
Did your accent change on purpose, or are you just trying something new?
Trying something new.
Okay.
I think we can assume for the first like 15 sessions, everybody's gonna be trying stuff.
No, I've settled on my accent instantly. I don't understand why nobody practiced this.
Anyway,
I've been
Anyway.
practicing, but I didn't really know Thorin's I didn't know his personality, so I'm trying to work it out.
We'll head into the city then tomorrow. See what we can find.
Right.
City? What city?
The
Runs.
ruins.
The ruined city.
The runs.
I assume it's a ruin. I assumed it was a ruined city.
Ruins. Well, that's the thing. You haven't seen any evidence of any city as of yet.
Okay.
You've seen nothing but nature so far in person. This image that you're looking at right now is like that topographical map you got. It's not like a full on it's a topographical map with some it was like a topographical map with some it was representative. You know, it wasn't like an exact Google Earth kind of thing. It was like, here's the general island. There's some ruins up here, some ruins down there, some ruins over in these mountains. There's some forests over here. Like it was more of that. Like you don't have until you explore the island more, you're not going to be more sure of I mean, the easiest way I can put it is you have yet to see actual ruins.
Well, we'll head in the
You didn't
direction.
see any on your way in. Not that visibility's been great, but yeah.
Well, we did see this description on the topographical
saw
map
those-
in the sand.
This, yeah, and you got the sense that this guy up here, and this guy over here, and this one over here were like points of interest on like a video game map. Like, you know, there's stuff here. It's worth having a mark. Whatever's there is worth having some sort of
Damn it.
beacon or marker.
All right. Well, this is as good a place to start as any, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if we move, yeah. Well, we're going the
You
other
guys
room first.
go down for a long
I
rest.
know.
Yes, long rest for sure.
I get Thorin and I snuggle with my brother on Ravina and keep warm with big fat polar bear.
I'm gonna take first watch.
You guys setting up watches?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The dwarves will take
Mel,
the
you're
last
on
one,
first watch.
unless the elves want to take the last one.
I'll take the last one. I can just take the last 4 hours.
Elves, remember
Holy shit, Rio.
Just because we trans.
remember elves. You guys, yeah, you got trance. No
I
half
can just
elves.
take the last
Full elves. So yeah, so you could set up first and second watch are Mel and then the dwarves, and then the last 2 watches could be handled by the elves because they'll be done resting. So Mel, during your watch, make a perception check for me. Make a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Ugh. 7. I can't see shit.
Anything particular you're doing during your watch?
She's mostly still flipping that tag around in her hands. You're like,
Okay.
what the fuck's the deal with that? Like, am I getting shit done for you or not?
Your watch, every time you whisper something to the wind, there's either a flash of lightning or a crack of thunder. Not so much a response, maybe an acknowledgement.
Just otherwise keeping watch and keeping to herself. Keeping an eye out for any spirits that come around.
The flashes of lightning. In one of the flashes of lightning, in the distance off the ship, like up on the beach on like a high dune, you swear you see the outline of a humanoid, but the flashes of lightning again, and there's nothing.
Find me cryptic.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
She was like, you're gonna said find me cryptic.
Your watch finishes. You wake up the dwarves. You go to rest your eyes as you know you have a busy day tomorrow. Dwarves, disadvantage perception checks, or one of you can assist the other, and it can be a straight roll.
Why is it a disadvantage?
Because of the deluge.
Yeah.
Because of the conditions.
Oh, the conditions. Got it. I'll give Val
Stormy night.
I'll give Val the advantage.
I rolled a 1 and a 2, so
Yay. We're wiping the sleepies out of our eyes.
This is fine.
Apparently.
that's a
Level 3.
Six.
Level 3.
7 total.
Level 3. I don't think rolling like shit has anything to do with what level you are. But it would have been a straight roll anyway. Because you would have had disadvantage. Him helping you gives you advantage,
right.
cancels out. But anyway,
Sorry.
do you guys? Is there anything going on during your?
Yeah, at some point I just jump off the boat, and I go stand like ankle deep in the water, and I kneel down, and I just thank Poseidon that we got ashore. I thank him for his mercy and for his strength.
While
And
she's
then,
doing, oh, go ahead, finish.
And then I take my axes, I sink them into the sand right next to me. With like one final nod, I push up. I kind of shake off a little bit, and then I head back up to the prow of the ship with Thorin to take the rest of the watch.
Mm-hmm.
While she is gone, Thorin will kind of watch to make sure she's out of earshot, and he'll try and get as far away from everybody as he can, but not too far. And kind of just close his eyes for a second and say, "What's your name?" You just wait for an answer.
You hear the rain slapping against the seawater and the beach. You hear the howling of the wind. Every once in a while, you hear a crack and thoom of thunder, but no voice.
Why do I only hear your voice when I can't talk back in the middle of something? And then he'll open up his eyes and look around. And he'll kind of just start talking. I don't understand what this is. I don't understand what you are. But why do I get all crazy when I can't control it? And you're telling me to let you in. I just need to know who you are.
You don't hear any responses, except the storm.
He'll get really angry, and he'll kind of punch the ship, not to break it, but just to kind of punch it and maybe make an indent with his fist. And as that happens, I would say that Val would be walking.
See anything?
No. Did you?
Fuck no. I had my eyes closed and I was staring out into the ocean. I didn't see shit. Thought you were on watch.
I thought you were on watch.
I guess we fucked up again, didn't we? Don't
Yeah,
tell
I guess
nobody.
so. I won't say nothing. You got the fucking better eyes than I do.
I can't see shit. It's fucking rainstorm. We need like a mobile tarp that we could carry on like a stick to keep the rain off us or something.
Yeah, I fucking hate rain. I don't even know why I'm out here. Fucking cold.
Or rain
Where's
makes
the bear?
flowers.
It's wet and it's cold and there's ants everywhere.
the bear is. I open the tent. I see. I look what Ravina's doing. Is anyone
been
caught up with the bear?
Ravina is cleaning herself.
You're a good girl.
Is our 3 hours up? Or is it 3 or 4 hours that we need to stay out?
2.
2. Is our 2 hours up yet?
I hope so.
As this conversation is going on, the elves come out of their trance.
Oh, hallelujah.
Ready for some rest?
Yes, much needed.
All quiet on this eastern front.
I didn't see anything over here on the west either.
How are you doing, Rio?
We'll take the rest. Get some rest.
Go to sleep.
All right.
All right, you swap out same perceptions for the elves. One of you can assist the other, or you can both make one at disadvantage.
Let's just Donald.
I will guidance myself.
So straight roll. Ooh, 16. As you're, every once in a while scanning the perimeter, just keeping an eye out for things, trying to take advantage of the flashes of lightning that light it up every once in a while, as it is still pretty dark out. As it is pitch dark out. You don't. Hold on. Let me check something here. In one of the flashes of lightning, on the top of one of the dunes on the perimeter, in and amongst some some beach grass, you see the outline of a small bipedal humanoid.
I nudge Artanis and just do my best to subtly point that way. Someone's watching us.
Well, I suppose I'll start ritually detecting magic.
Okay.
I will continue to keep an eye
out. You keep an eye out without trying to draw attention to yourself. Every once in a while, there's another flash of lightning. The individual is still there, though they just appear to be sitting there watching you, whatever they are.
Can you see them?
Still there. Anything magical?
Was there anything magical?
It's well further than 30 feet away from you.
Yeah. It seems like they're too far away. Nothing in the immediate vicinity.
All right.
The storm seems to have a faint bit of magical aura to it. Not natural. You kind of knew that already. A perpetual storm that doesn't move, but
Right.
I could maybe try to sneak around behind it.
That's maybe a good idea. See if you can figure out what it is, too.
So I'll maybe try to go around the drop off a point of the ship where would be out of their line of sight, and then kind of try to make a
You want
wide
to flank
circle
them?
around. Yeah, exactly.
Sure. I assume you're trying to be discreet about
Stealthy.
this.
Correct.
So make a stealth check.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, 25, eh?
Storm probably helps as well, given how loud and difficult making it is for perception stuff.
You use the storm, moving in between the flashes of lightning, and are able to get up to within 10 feet behind this individual on another sand dune, just kind of like peeking up, so just your eyes and the top of your head could be seen. There's make a perception check. 17. The individual is kind of squatted down and amongst these little bits of tall grasses, and is staring away from you, looking away from you at the towards the ship, just kind of moving their head back and forth every once in a while. They're smaller, like gnome or halfling sized. They have like a big old poncho that's kind of like covered them from the back, so you can't really see anything but their just the kind of like outline inside the poncho with a big hood up. And they're just kind of sitting there. They're by themselves, just kind of squatted down there, staring off at the ship.
Am I getting any magical sense tingling?
No.
Do they appear to be armed as far as I can tell?
You can't tell from here. From behind with the poncho and everything. It's like you're just seeing like their outline, like the head shape and the body shape in the poncho and the big cloak. Hooded cloak. From behind.
Okay. I'll watch for a minute. And so are they kind of like on the shoreline? Like the water is pretty close on one side?
Yeah. No, they're like a little bit further back. So like as you've landed the beach, landed the ship up onto the beach, there's some sandy beach, and then it starts to go like incline and turn into these like these perpetual dunes that get a little bit higher as you go back. They're perched on top of one of the dunes in and about this like a bunch of like tall grass that's coming up out of the beach sand. Just kind of in the darkness, staring down at the ship, like squatted down. You're behind them, staring back at, like you can see them, and behind them is the ship and the sea, and you're on a sand dune in and amongst some grass. Except you're laying down on your belly behind the sand dune with kind of just your head peeking up. You're kind of doing to them what they were doing to the ship. Except you're like within 15 feet of them.
I'm wishing that I'd cast comprehend languages before, but oh well. I will position myself like at an angle, like off its like right shoulder behind it, and then mage hand grab some sand from the beach and just kind of drop it over its left shoulder and let the mage hand disappear and see how they react.
Are you dropping it on them or on the ground by them?
On the ground nearby so they can hear it but not like feel something.
And basically you're trying to get them to turn around.
Yeah, just seeing how it reacts.
Yeah. Okay. You drop the sand. There's a quick jerk and look in that direction. And you watch their head kind kind of dart around back and forth as they're looking. They do that for a solid 20 seconds or so. They don't see anything. It appears that way. And eventually they turn back towards the ship and just keep staring at it.
Okay. Then I'll do the old approach quietly from one side and Mage Hand tap its shoulder on the other side. And just say, having a good show.
Make another stealth check as you're getting right up next to him. You're trying to sneak up right behind him.
Yeah. And I'll have my, I won't activate my blade, but I'll have it ready.
Yeah. Okay. So you sneak up right behind them. Kind of down on one knee at their level. You use your mage hand to tap their shoulder. They whip around. You speak. They turn back around. And what you see as they turn back around is this small, like probably 2.5 foot tall, green-skinned individual in their poncho as they wheel around, and they see you with this big, wide mouth that they kind of open up, and there's all this these pointy, jagged teeth. Make a Arcana. No, you know what this is. It appears to be a goblin. Wheels around and looks at you and kind of goes, "Ah!"
Does it say anything intelligible to my elven ears? Or respond to my question?
It just kind of goes, "Ah!" and turns and tries to start running away.
I grab its shoulder and I say, calm down.
Make a athletics check versus its acrobatics.
Do I hear this?
I mean, you've been staring at it. You knew it was going to happen, I'd say. So you see this happening, yes. They're probably like 45 feet away from you.
Oh, well, I can cross that in one round. I'm fast as fuck.
So you rolled an 8. I rolled a natural 4, plus their dexterity is 2, so I rolled a 6. So you reach out and grab it by the shoulder and whip it back around, and you have it grappled. And it looks up at you and says, and it covers its hands over its head and says, "Don't kill me!"
I don't want to kill you. What are you doing here?
I'm just looking.
Why?
Please don't kill me. I'll just leave you alone. And
Would you like some food?
make a persuasion check.
Will it fail worse than I did? Again.
Am I there yet?
It does. Are you trying? Did that mean you were actually heading there? That you can traverse that? Oh, I thought you were just commenting that you could traverse that.
No, I'm going to
move. Oh, okay. In that case, yes, you do get there as you hear Artanis offer it some food as he's holding it by the shoulders. And it looks up at you and says, "You have food?"
Sure.
I've got a whole bunch of good berries on me. You want some of those?
What makes them so much better than normal berries?
Well, you'll have to try and then find out.
It just kind of stands there and says, "I'm confused."
That's what you say when you want to poison someone with berries. It's like, you'll have to try one and find out.
I will pull out a group of like 5 good berries from my pack or from my pocket and pick one at random and eat it, and then offer one to the goblin.
Quick as a whip, it reaches out and grabs all of them and just mows them down.
Well, I only have 35 good berries now.
They are good berries.
What brought you
Are
to come
you?
spirit us in this weather?
Nah, you don't really have a history with goblins, Donald.
No, but like, do goblins have like much of a history in Aegion?
They're they mostly reside in Ultakan and amongst the other beast peoples.
Okay. Cool.
He's just make insight checks for the two of you. Tens. Okay. Both of you get the sense that this thing is very scared, very hungry. It's not just scared of you. You don't think that this individual is native to this island. They, based on what they look like and the things they have, it looks like it's a lot of scrounged materials. Like he has a couple of knives on him that look like they're made of stone. He has a small quiver and a like really like jerry-rigged short bow. Arrows don't even have like stone tips on them; they're just sharpened at the end. He looks up at you and says, "You have a ship."
We do.
You
Why are you
will.
looking to get off this island?
I would very much like to get off the island.
How did you get here to begin with?
That's how does everyone end up on such an accursed island? Not choice.
I mean, we just arrived here by choice.
That's we should leave. We should leave
Yeah.
the island. It is
What's out there?
It's very dangerous here. Dangerous things. They will kill you.
Kill you to death.
Could you be more specific, please?
There are dangerous creatures that will kill you in various different horrible ways.
Have you been here long?
I've lost count. Haha.
So perhaps if you could help guide us, then when we're ready
Count
to
days
leave,
when you never
see. Well, perhaps if you could guide us and share your knowledge, when we're ready to leave, we can take you with us.
When will you be ready to leave?
When we're done exploring.
As soon as we find what we're looking for. As long as you're with
The only
us.
thing to find here is death.
As long as you're with us. Death will not befall you.
Lie.
No, I promise. I will do everything, as long as you do not betray us. I will do everything I can to keep you safe if you help guide us.
Make a persuasion check.
Turn off guidance. Oh, I can't roll for shit.
You cannot protect me. You will not be able to protect yourself. We should leave. You have a ship.
We're
It is
not leaving.
insanity to stay.
We're not leaving.
If you want to be able to leave, then I suppose it's in your interest to help guide us and make sure that we all survive.
Make a persuasion check.
We're so bad at this.
Can't roll over a 10 today.
Are you alone? He says. He asks.
No.
You have an army on your boat?
We have a hole.
A few people may go where an army can't. By being quick and clever, smart,
Fucking
and
shit up.
cunning. You strike me as somebody who, if you survive for this long, you're quick and clever and cunning. You help us do
I'm
the
good
same.
at hiding.
Hiding needs you to be good at those things as well. You help us do the same. We'll take you with us when we leave here. Or if we all die and you stay alive, you can have our ship when we're all dead.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can we roll above a 10 now? Oh
No.
my God.
Nope.
No,
Nope,
you
not at all.
cannot.
Told ya.
Oh,
Told ya.
for Christ's sake.
You could just get yourself a fucking get your webcam on, David, and you can actually roll dice that might not hate
Roll
you.
some
Just,
real
just,
dice.
just roll, just add some stone daggers and some shitty arrows to your fucking inventory. That's where it looks like this is going.
He says, he asks, how much of the island must you see? Look, see, island. We can go now.
I'll look towards Artanis. Like, I'm trying my best for self.
You mean to...
Let's go back to your ship. And then we can leave.
I think you can come with us to our ship, but we're not leaving until we've had an opportunity to explore in more detail and see what we might find.
Okay, you explore. I'll stay at the ship.
No. You can come rest
Yes.
on our ship with us until we're ready to leave, and then you can come with us.
But there's nothing to see here, I promise. Nothing but death. You wish to see death?
Death is a great adventure.
Thanks, Peter
That
Pan.
makes no sense. Death would be the end of an adventure.
I'm giving you some options. You're welcome to come and rest on our boat. and join
Artanis
us
is now Robin Williams.
as
Got
we
it.
explore the island. And if we all survive, then you're also welcome to join us when we leave the island.
Where on the island do you wish to go?
We
We're
thought
looking.
we thought we'd start by exploring those ruins nearby.
Make insight checks. I'm trying to roll something that has 2 digits.
Holy shit.
Hey, Donald, you see genuine fear come across this individual's face when you mention the ruins nearby. But they try to get stoic real quick again and say, in the morning I take you to the ruins and then we can leave on your ship?
If we find what we're looking for,
Does that seem fair to you?
Make a persuasion check, one of you. And one of
Do it.
you can give the other one advice.
I'll give you aid.
Hey!
I'll guidance him as well.
All right.
22.
All right. 22. The goblin looks up at you and says, okay, in the morning I take you to the ruins. When you're done, we leave on your ship. He spits in his hand and holds out his hand.
We'll leave on our ship only if we find what we're looking for there.
Finding it is up to you.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep
But
their
our
hand
intent
extended.
Our intent remains the same, and
Actually,
there you go.
By the time you put your hand out, the rain has washed the spit away. And he says, greetings. My name is Blurt.
Hello,
Blurt
Blurt.
Reynolds.
Well, motherfucker! Are you fucking kidding me?
It is Boblin. Boblin the Goblin.
Hello, Blurt Reynolds. I'm Donald of House Eros.
Have you been taking DM tips from David, Bill? That looks like he'd make.
Blurt, you may call me Artanis. Come. You may meet our friends when they awake.
You have friends?
We said we
Yes.
did.
Very well. And he kind of looks over his shoulders, like making sure the coast is clear, and says, we go to your ship?
Let us go.
Do you have friends of your own here, Blurt?
Wait. What did you say?
Do you have friends of your own here, Blurt?
Nothing here but death.
Insight check.
Storms.
Oops, without advantage, but
He being true. He thinks that's what he thinks. He's being truthful on his part. There's nothing here but death.
all right. So we take him back to the ship and give him some rations, I suppose.
As you guys are waking up, you see. As you guys are waking up, you see Artanis and Donald returning with a new friend.
Big
Really?
lumbering bear.
Really?
Oh,
What?
fucking. Oh shit! And I grab my hand axe, my battle axe. Yeah.
We found a guide.
Yes, we found a guide. His name is Blurt Reynolds. And
Really?
He's going to help us. He's going to help us to the ruins.
In exchange for passage off the island when we're ready to leave.
Pal, remind me never to leave the elves alone by themselves ever again.
I will
Yeah.
remind you forevermore.
Blurt just kind of smiles this big, jaggedy tooth smile and waves at you with his like red eyes.
Gonna walk
Ravina,
up to him.
Smile at him.
Yeah. Gonna walk up, look down at this thing, lean forward a little bit, just like red eyes to orange, kind of glow eyes, and
Gives you one of these.
if you pull any shit, I'll kill you. And then she leaves it at that.
And over Mel's head, Ravina just stands up and is just like full on like just baring his teeth. Their teeth.
There's no call for that. They've already made it very clear that he doesn't leave this island unless we're alive.
I'm never quite sure how clear you make things.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Not the most forthcoming bunch.
Really, you should
All right.
leave now.
We have things we have to find here, so no.
He
looks at you, Thorin, and he looks at you, Thorin, and before he even says it, Artanis and Dom, you know what's coming. He looks at you and says, "The thing that you will find here is death."
Yes, you've mentioned.
Well, good, because death is my favorite thing.
Death just arrived on this shore. I can assure you that. All right, you get knocked down a point. You get knocked down a point. Let's go.
Yes, let's.
It's morning. You've all finished your long. It's morning. You've all finished your long rest and have met your new traveling companion, Blurt Reynolds, the goblin, the goblin castaway.
His name's not Ham Tanks.
Ham Tanks. I was. Thank you.
Nope.
The castaway.
Does he have he has a glorious mustache?
Volleyball friend.
Does he have a comb for that glorious mustache?
God damn it.
The most majestic mustache you've ever seen.
I'm gonna shave him.
But it is morning. Even though it is morning, it is just as dark as it was all night long, with the storm holding up. You've finished a long rest, so you get all your stuff back. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Well,
Go
Blurt,
explore a ruin.
let's. If you could take us to that ruin, that'd be much appreciated.
He agrees, hops off the ship and says, "Follow me!" and starts darting off into the storm.
We follow.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out for things that want to murder us.
What?
Things that want to murder us. I need.
What?
There's a thing. There's a thing. There's a thing.
I need 2 people to roll d12s for me.
Here's one.
The first one is traveling on the coast, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No! Shit! Come back.
The second one is not traveling on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
There went my.
Still can't.
Too late, Flint.
Damn
Sorry.
it! It fell off the edge.
I would like everyone to make perception checks.
now we roll good. Not when we spent half an hour trying to talk that goblin into helping us. Fuck's sakes.
All right. So, also, what did you get? That one. All right. So, Thorin, Artanis, and Donal, you all, as you guys are marching through the storm, through a muddy, what would probably be a dried up riverbed, but with the rain, it's just a muddy, sloshy mess. What is the marching order, by the way?
I will be second. Who wants to be in front?
Go in
I'll be
front.
first. Okay.
Oh,
We'll keep an
I
eye on
guess-
things
Artanis, you're
behind
in the
us.
front.
Yep.
I'm behind him.
I guess I'm taking up the rear with Ravina.
I'll be in front of them.
Okay.
Guess I'm in the
In
middle.
front of them. All right. And good old Blurt is going to be up towards the front.
Presumably.
Uh,
He is the one leading us, so.
sort of. We'll do this.
To our only death.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. There it is. All right. The three of you are the ones that notice, as you're making your way, coming out with perfect pack tactic formations. A group of large wolf-like creatures
Oh, fun.
appearing,
Ooh.
and I need everyone to roll initiative.
At 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock, yes.
Oh, shit.
Quick initiatives. Ooh. $25 to 20. Nobody. 20 to 15.
17.
16.
17 for Artanis and 16 for Mel. 15 to 10.
The Raiders got an 11. That would be me.
The Raiders
and
got an
Donald.
11.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking raider. Eat my whole ass.
Dwarven Raider. Honorary Dwarven Raider. Donald.
Donald's gonna shoot you if you keep that up.
Direct
That's fine.
forehead.
You can eat your own ass. I don't give a shit. Turn into a
That's some
dog.
serious
get?
advanced yoga.
What'd you get, John?
What's up?
Thank you. What'd you get? You got a 3?
I got a 3.
Blurt beat you. All right. First up is the wargs.
Oh, that ain't good.
Zoop. 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 All right. Artanis, 2 attacks against you. It's a miss. Does it hit you? No, that doesn't. That misses. Donald, 1 against you.
Okay.
That's a natural 1. Mel, 1 against you. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Right, you take... Uh, 12 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Whew. Okay. Nope. 8.
You are knocked prone. Thorin, 1 against you. That misses, probably with a 13.
That does miss.
And a 19 against you there, Assel. So that's 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a strength save.
Uh, 17.
You
Saving
are not
throw?
knocked prone.
Wait.
Saving
saving
throw.
throw or
Saving throw, yes.
17. 17.
You are not knocked prone. That brings us to Artanis.
All right. Well, we'll
As these
activate.
orgs come in this pincer maneuver.
Activate the blade song first and my arcane blade. And I will take a swipe at the warg north of me.
Alrighty. 17 hits for 5 points of damage. Big slash goes into it. It yelps out in pain as the light emanates, and you can see a bit better now around yourself. That ends your turn. Mel, you're up.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna stand the fuck up. Then curse an infernal under my breath, and bonus action, I'm going to disengage. 5, 10, 15 over this way. And let's take a stab at this warg here. On the opposite of Val.
Ready?
And yep. Oh.
Yeah.
14?
14 does hit.
Okay.
Roll damage with sneak attack.
Yep. Maidens D6s. Remind myself what I'm up to. Okay. Okay. So that is 10 piercing damage from dagger, and I'm going to use one of my whales from the grave, and that, let's just say that this one here takes 4 necrotic damage.
4 necrotic damage?
Yep.
All right, you stab deep into the side of the warg, and as you pull the blade out, there's a huge blue of blood that comes spilling out, and it yelps in pain. And you, there's a flash of lightning, and you see this ghostly entity kind of strike into this the other warg, and then disappears with the next flash of lightning. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Also,
Actually,
then Dom.
yeah, wait, no, I'm gonna use all my movement. Okay, yep.
Dom actually probably has a higher dex than I do, so.
+4.
All right, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's you roll the same initiative. You can go in any order.
You go ahead, Dom.
I will bonus action. Mel got hit by the wargs, right?
Yes,
Yes.
she's bloodied.
Take 3 healing and 1 temporary hit points, and I am going to throw an entangle to get the 2 wargs up, to try and get the 2 wargs up here.
Strength saves.
Strength saves for both of them.
13
Fail.
and 20, and I rolled a 19 on the second one, so
Well, that's a success.
plus 3 is a 20, 22. Okay, so the top guy is up here is entangled. We'll give him
Fucking
we'll give
wargs.
him a net. All right.
And that
That's your
whole
action. And your
whole
bonus
turn.
action. And
Bonus action of
that,
home. I will
move.
scooch to this side, and I will call out to Blurt. Blurt, hide!
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Actually, I'll stay next to him for the time being.
All right, Ossel, you're up.
I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on the one in between me and Mel, please. And then I'm gonna take a swing in it, two-handed with my fucking battle axe.
All right.
Of course, now I crit. Nat 20.
Yeah.
You crit?
Yes, I crit.
All right, so that's max damage for your dice plus you roll. So D10, so that's 10 plus your modifier plus 6 plus roll a D10 and a D6.
Seven.
7. So what's your dex mod or your strength mod?
Oh, plus 3.
3. So 13 plus 6 is 19 plus 7 is 26 points of damage.
Damn.
You come down with a huge overarching strike onto the head of that warg, and it just lops it right off. It doesn't even have a chance to yelp in pain. It is just dead.
Just.
Damn.
And
Like the
Ravina
new
just.
crit system.
I am going to move. Here.
All right.
And I end my turn.
All right. And what about Ravina?
I use my. I can't give. I use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark. I can't give Ravina a command.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. That brings us to Blurt, who is going to use his ability to nimble escape, and he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to hide in that bush. And take the dodge action. All right. That ends Blurt's
Burt
turn.
Reynolds knows how to find the
Tharn.
nearest bush.
I'm gonna rage, but I'm gonna move
Okay.
right here,
All right.
and I'm going to attack this one right in front of my sister.
Reckless? Or
Yes, reckless.
all right, make your attack with advantage.
25.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Points of damage.
Ooh. A big gash in that warg, and you straight up bloody it with one strike.
It's that extra rage damage, bro.
Ooh. That ends your turn. Back to the top, wargs. This one is going to. These two are going to continue to attack you, Artanis.
One makes attacks at disadvantage.
One has disadvantage, yeah. The one with disadvantage. Oh shit! Rolled a 20 to hit.
Damn.
Damn.
I know, right? Does that hit with your blade song, Artanis?
You're muted, buddy, or you're not there.
Something.
Oh, sorry. I will shield.
Okay. So it doesn't hit. That kicks your AC up to what?
24.
24. Boom. The other one's gonna try and hit you. Yeah. Nope. Then these two here are going. One's gonna attack Ossel. That's a 16 to hit.
Jess hits.
You take 11 points of piercing damage. Make a strength save.
Yeah, 23.
All right, you don't get knocked prone. And then two of them are going to attack Thorin. 17. Oh, wait, yeah, those with advantage because reckless. So 17 and so 2 hits. First one is 10 points of piercing damage, reduced to 5. Second one is 12 points of piercing damage, reduced to 6. And make 2 strength saves for me with advantage. You want to beat a 13.
Strength saves with advantage. 2 of them. First one. Okay. $18 is the first one.
Yep.
$22 is the second.
Yeah, no problem. Artanis, you're up.
All right. So before I had ignited my blade, we were in like dim light, right?
A little darker than that, but yeah.
Okay. So I am gonna try a new spell. I'll
Okay.
switch my blade to my offhand and turn it off. And then use
Okay.
my bonus action to conjure a shadow blade.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
It
Dun,
begins.
dun, dun.
And since we are in
The candle method.
exactly
Dark side already.
dark light, I will roll my attack with advantage to the same one I had hit before.
Which
Oh,
you have
that'd be
advantage
reasonable.
already because it was entangled, but yeah. 21 definitely hits. For 12 points
psychic
of
damage.
Oof. It yelps in pain and looks really rough.
Sucks to be it.
Uh,
That ends my turn.
yeah. Mel.
All right. I was gonna get a little bit of cover. I'm gonna use the distraction from the others getting up in these things' faces to 10, 15, 20. Can I get back here and try to hide and then fire a shot from hiding?
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
all of them are already engaged, so.
Yep.
Oh, you're trying to get advantage though.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16. Yeah, you feel that you're pretty well hidden.
All right. Then take the crossbow, fire a shot at the one up here that I hit before with Whales of the Grave.
Alrighty.
That's over 20.
That hits.
So that is 16 points of damage. Piercing damage.
Ooh, jeez. Dang. It's looking super rough. But it is still alive.
And that is my turn.
That ends your turn. Ossel, and then Ossel and Donald. Ossel and Donald.
Go ahead, Donald.
All right, I will bonus action Shillelagh, and Artanis looks okay up there with his Shadow Blade and everything. So I will bonus action Shillelagh and then go to smack whichever one Mel just shot.
Which would be this one over here.
All right, so I will go up there and attempt to smack.
All right. That hits.
6 bludgeoning.
Or bludgeoning. You crack it right across the skull, and it wails in pain and falls to the ground dead with a skull fracture.
All right. That is action, bonus action, and I will move back to over here.
All right. Ossel.
I'm gonna move bonus action. Fuck, hate that. Bonus action. Hunter's mark the wolf in front of me, and I will hit it with my two-handed with my battle axe.
All right. Make your attack.
12 to hit.
Well, just barely misses. They have an AC of 13.
All right. Well, fuck me. That's it.
All right. Blurt is going to try and shoot. Oh shit! He hits the one you hunters marked with an arrow for 3 points of damage. As he goes, ah! And he runs further back behind this tree. Thorin, sorry.
You keep doing that.
Yep.
Do I?
Did he say that before?
He has.
Thorin, sorry.
Well, I was hoping that Val was gonna kill that one. I will.
I'm fucking trying.
I will swing away.
All right, make your attack. Reckless?
No, not this time.
All right.
$18.
Hits. Roll damage.
Do you hear me?
No, I did not.
8 points of damage.
Oh, 8 points of damage? All right. All right. Still up, but looking super rough. That ends your turn, bringing us back to the wargs. This one right here is going to use its action to disengage, and it's going to start running away off the field.
You're gonna take a polar bear attack.
He's disengaged.
Use its action to disengage.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, this one is going to do the same and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 off the map. This one is not going to use its action to disengage because it's going to need to choose its actions to dash as it moves away from you, Artanis, if you want to make an attack of opportunity. That hits, roll damage.
Nice.
Ooh, 14 points of damage. God
Oof.
damn.
Shadowboard looks like
It
it.
yelps
It's great.
Yelps in pain as it disappears off the map. This one is going to try and get out of the... Nope. This one's, however, stuck in the entangle, so it's just going to try... it tried to escape, which uses its action, and it couldn't do that. So for the sake of brevity, because it's a bunch of you coming up next, you guys slaughter it as it's entangled and wrapped up in the entangle.
See, Blart? We did just fine.
I go chasing after that one that fucking ran off that was right in front of me that I fucking missed out of spite. I just 25 feet. I don't give a shit. I'll throw a hand axe and I'll fuck it up.
Blurt says, "That's nothing."
And what have you seen?
You should rest.
That's not an answer.
I've seen many terrible things.
Stop fucking with us and just say it. What?
Make an intimidation check.
$21.
Ooh.
It's
He
looming.
kind of cowers beneath you and says, "Which location do you wish to know about?"
The one we're going to right now?
Let's start with the obvious.
The ruins we head to now were once a monastery. It is now the residence of a lady of snakes and stone.
Oh joy. Blurt, right? Your name's Blurt, right?
Yes.
How do you know so much about this place? How long have you been here?
11 days.
11 days.
I've been here for a long... No. I've been here for a long time. It's hard to keep track when you can't see the sun.
Can you see the moon? How many moons?
He points up to the storm clouds.
First things first, does anyone know about Lady with Snakes and Stone in this particular instance? Like, we know, but...
I know Thorin probably wouldn't, but he knows it's bad. It doesn't sound good.
Those with proficiencies could make Arcana checks.
Oops, 20.
20. You remember learning of a creature cursed by the gods. A woman who would impart a similar affliction upon other women guilty of her sins. But one that takes up the physical, can take the physical appearance of a snake-like figure, and one whose gaze can turn those who aren't careful to stone.
I share that information.
Great.
Agreed, Mel, but
Yeah. Nothing wrong.
in this world, she did.
I'm just gonna clean the refrigerator now. Bye.
But yes, that's what comes to mind when Blurt gives his description.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
How do we deal with it?
Mel, make a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 22.
Stonefoot. Stonefoot.
You kind of look off into the storm, and in the direction of where you're headed, what Blurt calls a ruined monastery. You see a spectral individual, not very tall, probably a halfling or a gnome. Could be just a short human. You're not sure. Older looking, standing in comfortable robes that would allow for flexibility and free movement, with their arms kind of crossed behind them, standing in an upright position, kind of giving you a stare of like really reading you up and down. Similar silhouette to the image you saw last night, and it turns around and walks, disappearing into the storm, back in the direction of where you're headed.
Just gonna like narrow eyes watching this for a bit and then take a step that way, look back. Let's keep going.
Let's.
You don't want to rest? Blurt asks.
Would
you like to rest?
I think it'd be smart.
Donald, please. Like, Alsa's like hunched over, just holding her side where she was slashed at and bit.
I will give you 5 good berries and a cure wounds.
No.
Which is another 5, apparently.
We can rest.
Yeah.
I will give another 5 good berries to Thorin.
But she's gonna walk like in that direction a little bit first, and just like keep an eye out for that figure.
Use those resources, or are you guys gonna short rest? Is my question.
I mean, I can keep going if. Yeah, I'm close to full.
Short rest is
after those good berries.
Who all's hurt?
Me. Oh.
You and Eshel. So
I'm 10 down now.
I'm trying to remember what I was at because shit, because it didn't transfer over to my sheet.
I wouldn't mind an arcane recovery, so I don't mind a short rest.
We can totes short rest. I don't mind.
Let's do it.
All right. You guys sit down for a short rest, or set up for a short rest here in the storm, and that's where we'll pick things up next week.
Are we going to say that should we hold off to determine whether we finish the short rest, or just so I don't accidentally update my character sheet?
No, you can update. You can short rest. You'll finish it. I'll tell you.
Okay.
You can use your short rest stuff.
Cool.
Okay. I have to remind myself. Shit. What were? I can't remember what hit points we're at because it was on my token.
Maybe you should track on your character sheet.
If it was connected to my token, that'd be
17,
great.
you're
17? Okay.
17, yes.
Do you want me to show you how to
Going
connect,
back and
how to connect HP to tokens, Bill?
No, I'm just. It's yeah. No, I don't. It's. I'm just being a pain in the ass.
No, that
17,
was a genuine offer. That's the thing you can
He knows how to do that, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yee.
Not tonight, but
Okay.
Yay.
Fair.
at a later time.
Hey, JC, how's it going?
Also, you've got a piety for thanking Poseidon. If you didn't thank Poseidon for your safe journey, you probably would have lost some piety. Artanis, you gain a piety for using a new spell.
Cool.
And Donald, you gain a piety.
Ooh.
Awesome.
And we'll pick things up with you guys finishing your short rest next week on your
So
way
close.
to this ruined monastery.
Made it.
We did, more or less. We made it to the place. So we traveled 11 days and then we got to the place, right?
11 days.
You know what? We'll
11
say.
days.
You know what? We'll say. You know what? Just because I'd rather pick up there at this point next week. We'll say you finish your long rest, you finish the travel, and you arrive at this old. Like you would never even be able to tell what it was from the ruins. It sits on a cliff over like these rocky cliffs that overlooking the sea. There's not much standing above ground, but you find a spiral staircase leading down.
Good.
Ossel and Thorin make stone cunning checks for me.
Oh shit! I just turned my computer off.
Sorry.
I'll give her advantage.
All right. Stone cunning.
All right. I've never used stone cunning. Give me a second. I gotta remember what it says.
It is just a
Expert in
history check with
double points are added to proficiency bonus. So it's basically expertise with a history check.
Only
Yes.
with rock.
All right, I have 0 in history. Let's fucking get it going.
Better than me. I got a negative.
So that'd be 18. I rolled a 14 on the dice.
18. This
Pretty
is
good.
clearly the architecture on these ruins is clearly humanoid. Would you guys like to begin the session down the spiral stairs or above it before you head down?
Well, it's late. Well, let's just not go down tonight.
No.
So on the session, you guys are standing at the entrance.
Okay.
Cool.
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Hey. We made it. We made it, chat.
Wait, so we
Still
took a
alive.
short
We
rest?
made it.
Yes,
Yes.
we rested.
Finished your short rest. You finished your travel. It was only a few more hours.
need to.
You arrived at this ruin on a high cliff overlooking the crashing waves down below into the craggy cliffs where atop once sat probably this glorious monastery.
So real quick, guys, who thinks what is here?
Actually, I didn't need that. Okay, it's just one.
Medusa?
No,
No,
the artifact.
No.
The artifact.
I think he means the artifacts.
Oh, the book and the eyes.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
Monk monastery. I know monks and all that shit. They were fucking good for making all those catalogs of shit.
I'm excited.
I was thinking eyes too.
It's probably not the belt or the talon.
Definitely not the belt. Definitely not.
Yeah, eyes and codex seem like safe bets.
All right, y'all. I'm going to bed because I gotta get up early.
Hey.
Night, guys.
Night. All right, chat. Who can we send a raid to? Thank you all so much for hanging with us tonight. Sorry that I was late. I had to do things. I had to be an adult.
You had to be a good partner.
Mm-hmm. Let me...
The best companion ever. Look at this. Summoned twice by a 9th level spell.
The best familiar.
I am a familiar. I am the familiar. Oh god. Shit. Who's...
Flint is the familiar.
So, keeper of the calendar. What's the date today as you guys arrive at the monastery?
Currently January 27th.
Ooh.
That was 12 days in one session.
Damn. Nice.
Spent 11 days getting to this fucking place, and then 1
11
night
days!
On the ship on the shore. So it is Jan 27th.
You guys have known each other almost a month.
And I still hate both of the dwarves.
The feeling's mutual.
I mean, I intimidated a fucking goblin. I'm cool. That's all I really wanted to do.
Full proportion oak humper.
Like 30 minutes worth of trying to like persuade this goblin to help. Just Mel is just like, fuck you, tell us everything. Get to the fucking point.
I don't know if you he would have been back real quick if you also saw him.
I could feel Bill's energy. Like, would you guys just roll decently once?
We were trying.
Shit.
The DC should go up. It should go up every time you fail. And Bill was just like, they are being consecutively persuasive. Let's just move DC down to. How about they just need to get into double digits? A 10 will get it through. And he was like,
you do.
9.
Nope, never double digits. Never double digits. Fuck, I can't talk tonight. Brain.
I had to give shitty little goblin my word and everything, and now I'm going to have to keep it too.
Oh, so sad.
So sad.
Yeah, unless you want to anger someone.
Oh no, we're keeping this.
A certain individual.
Well, we're gonna keep that word as best as I fucking can.
All right, chat. I'm gonna send you to Dungeon Hunters D&D. Super awesome folk. They're doing some more Dungeons and Dragons like we are. They have been super supportive of my channel. I love to be super supportive of them. So please send them all the awesomeness for their campaign going on. Ain't no rest for the wicked. We'll be back next week. Huh? I would hope.
Be here next week.
Oh, sadness. We're not gonna have an Ossel. Aww. Sad.
Next week.
But yeah, we'll be back. I think I'll be. Oh, tomorrow.
No, but luckily you're proficient in.
Yeah, tomorrow my
running
bards
angry
have
dwarves.
a solo mission that they're doing, so I will stream that. So I'll be back tomorrow.
I have expertise in hunting angry dwarves, actually. So
until then, thank you all again. You all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying